Supplementing and a carnivore diet don't always go together well when it comes to reversing of the chronic disease. Let's find out why. Welcome back to my channel. I am Sylvia. I'm a carnivore diet coach and a big city mom. Going on a carnivore diet and taking lots of supplement isn't as common as you may think. I come across it quite frequently. And the reason for that is that prior to getting into the carnivore diet, a lot of people, myself included, go down the path of trying to find answers, and inevitably you will run into the issue of supplementing. A lot of people will go to the functional doctor that will run all kind of test and will correctly, I want to highlight this, correctly identify all sorts of nutritional deficiencies that cause a lot of chronic health problems. Now, then the next step usually is to prescribe tons of supplements. And unfortunately, this doesn't always work. Actually, most of the time doesn't work because the delivery system for those supplements is broken. And by the delivery system, I mean our guts. If you have autoimmunity, many manifestations of it, asthma, allergies, certain types of cancer, what is at the center of all those chronic diseases is increased gut permeability, or the leaky gut as we commonly call it. So the very first thing you want to do is to seal your gut wall or normalize your gut permeability. And how you do that? Well, you eliminate everything that can further irritate your gut, further increase your gut permeability, and then only eat foods that will seal your gut. And that is meat from four-legged animals, saturated animal fats, salt, and water. And everything else you need to exclude. And the good news is that gut cells recover about every 28 days. So the turnover for the gut wall cells is about 28 days. So you can seal your gut really quickly by going on a very restrictive, rich of saturated fats diet and not eating anything else. So you must be thinking, well, supplements should help, especially if you have nutritional deficiencies. Under normal circumstances, probably yes, but if your gut is dysfunctional and you cannot absorb or you over-absorb, like everything that you pass through your gut goes into your bloodstream, then you're not helping yourself by taking supplements. Because if you go now into your cupboard and pull out any of the supplements, one of the ingredients right there will be some form of rice flour or rice bran. And you know what that is? It is a lectin. And you know what contributes to gut permeability? A lectin. Many different types of lectins. There are so many of them. The one that you probably know best is gluten. Gluten is a lectin. But there are many other lectins. There's lots of aggressive lectins in rice flour, which is why it is used in supplements. Because the manufacturer wants you to absorb the maximum of its product. So let's say if it's in magnesium, it wants you to have high absorption rates so you can benefit from that supplement. So they use rice bran or rice flour to temporarily increase your gut permeability so that you can absorb the nutrients. And if your gut is normal, then 15-20 minutes it all will normalize and you can go on with your day. But if you are already prone to leaky gut or gut permeability, then your gut will stay open. Those tight junctions will be open and absorbing everything it comes its way for days on end, 5, 7, 10 days. And so if you are taking supplements every day, twice a day for years, then your gut never gets a chance to get a break and to fix itself. So that's why I'm saying, if you are going on the carnivore diet to reverse chronic disease that is caused by increased gut permeability, get away from supplements for the time being. Fix your gut lining first, seal your gut walls, and then, if appropriate, for a limited period of time, you can add some supplements back. And to make the matters worse, the rice bran in your supplement isn't the only problem. There is the issue of the capsule or other additives. Sometimes the mineral or the compound that you're looking to benefit from can cause problems to your gut. So it's really important that your gut lining, your gut permeability is normalized before you start supplementing. And then, when it comes to supplementing, just as the name implies, it should be to supplement a healthy diet for a limited period of time, and then you need to take a break. You should not be supplementing for years. This should not be a part of your regular routine. Supplementing should be for a period of time. Let's say you were stressed out, your immune system was run down because of some external circumstances. Let's say everybody in your office is coughing and sneezing and you just want to stimulate your immune system. Therefore, for a couple of weeks, you'll take extra vitamin C. All right, that's how supplements should be used. You want to build some muscles and you increase your physical activity and then you're lifting a lot, then perhaps creatine and glutamine are more appropriate. But there is a reason to do it. And again, it should not be going on for years on end, because that does not have positive effects on your body. Same thing even goes with herbal remedies. Any good herbalist will tell you that you should not be taking any herbal remedies for extended period of time. It's supposed to support you for a period of time, get your body to the status of being healthy, and then you live your life, and then your body functions on a healthy nutrition, on a healthy diet. And you don't need to pound supplements one after another. All right, so let me share with you some of the most common supplements that are used and abused. The first one is HCl with pepsin. Sometimes there's ox bile added to it as well. And people take it for years without skipping a day, 3 times a day before every meal. And sometimes they cannot imagine getting off of it. And then they try the carnivore diet, a few months into it, and they don't see any improvement. But many of the chronic diseases derive from weakened stomach acid. So your body, if it's being given digestive enzymes every day, 3 times a day, isn't motivated to start producing its own stomach acid. Now, there is a place for those supplements, but again, I wouldn't use it for more than a couple of weeks, just to aid your body to get back on its own feet. And then you want to get rid of these supplements and then just rely on your own stomach acid that your body, under normal circumstances, should and would produce. Second most common used supplements that I see people take is magnesium, and I know there are good reasons for it. I think the current estimate are that 80% of the world population is magnesium deficient. But I think, again, the use of magnesium should be temporary, a few weeks to get your body back on track, and the rest should come from human-appropriate nutrition and diet. And again, I see people using magnesium every day, twice a day for years on end. Sometimes like 10 years, every day, magnesium. I don't think that does any good at that point. You should take magnesium maybe for a month. So maybe half a year maximum if you're really, really, really deficient, and then your body should be able to get back on its feet and get what it needs from your diet. The third most common supplement that I see is being taken for years without a break is vitamin D3, sometimes vitamin D3 with K2. And in principle, I don't think it's a bad idea. I would take vitamin D3 during winter here in New York City myself, but when the sun comes out and it's at the appropriate angle, I get in the sun, I eat my saturated fat, so I have lots of cholesterol so that my body can make its own vitamin D3. I definitely don't supplement when there is a lot of sun in New York City. But I do see people even in places like Florida that will supplement vitamin D3 without a break for years. I don't think you need it. I think you need to allow your body to problem solve for itself. Eat the healthy diet, eat your saturated fats so that you have cholesterol, that when the sun hits your skin, you can produce your own vitamin D3. That is a lot better solution than just taking vitamin D3 for years. So I want to make sure that you don't misunderstand me. I am not against supplements. They do have their place in a healthy regimen. They do support us in a recovery from disease or strengthening of our bodies. But at this stage, I think too many people overdo it. If they're taking too many supplements for too long of a time, I'm talking about years. And if you end up here on the carnivore diet because you need to reverse chronic disease, The very first thing you need to prioritize is normalizing of your gut permeability. And then you can absorb foods and nutrients, including those from supplements. But first, you have to eliminate everything that can irritate your gut, and that includes supplements as well. You normalize your gut, and then, if appropriate, for a limited period of time, you can reintroduce some of the supplements. Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. If you are one of these people that are taking tons of supplements, are on the carnivore diet and don't see the progress, take a hard look at all the supplements you've been taking. If you're interested to talk to me and for me to coach you, the links to my coaching sites are in the description box. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!